He was healed for our iniquities. The punishment that brought us peace was upon him, and by his wounds we are healed. When the Bible says that Christ gave up his life for his sheep, he did so because he knew that without this sacrifice, all his sheep would perish, for we are incapable of protecting ourselves. Often we as flawed human beings can forget or try to overcome this crucial characteristic of defenselessness. Too often we try and fail to defend ourselves, ignoring Christ, instead wanting our own righteousness to prevail. We perceive ourselves as being right and fight for it to the end. In doing so, we are essentially saying to Christ, "We do not need you. Your defenseless is useless to me. Your decisions regarding my problems are not the best." In doing so, we weaken our connection with and reliance on Christ. By adopting or indeed recognizing our complete vulnerability, our absolute defenselessness, we validate Christ's sacrifice on our behalf and his plan for our lives. We thus further enable Christ to work within us and through us. Let us then endeavour to truly adopt and recognise rather than overcome the sheep-like defenselessness within our lives. Another spiritually relevant attribute of the sheep, and perhaps the most obvious characteristic, is their ability to produce wool. From birth, sheep produce wool. The more the wool is shaved off, the more it grows. This process never ceases. The sheep does not need someone to tell it to produce wool because it occurs naturally. It does not require new techniques, it simply produces. In other words, it is always fruitful. Sheep are, unwittingly, fulfilling the spiritual principle of giving forth fruits. As followers of Christ, we too ought to possess this attribute, characterised by the sharing of the gospel of Christ and the winning of souls for his kingdom, in essence, advancing his work here on earth. Okay, let us now turn to John 15, verse 5, to read more about being fruitful. And it says, "I am the vine, you are the branches. He who abides in me and I in him bears much fruit, for without me you can do nothing." Here, Christ clearly lays out the one condition we need to adhere to in order to be fruitful followers. We must be united with Christ, the one true vine, in order to bring forth fruit. We cannot rely on ourselves like the humble sheep if we wish to be fruitful, advancing Christ's gospel message and winning souls for his kingdom. We must rely on Christ, remaining connected to him through prayer and supplication. The talents and gifts that Christ has given to us are to be used to enhance our fruitfulness.